Welcome to Mechanical Advantage Garage. I'm Kerry, and I've got my USA hat on, which means only one thing. We are going on power tour for one day, only one. So, power tours in town, right? And y'all know me as a three-time long hauler. I've been on 3 different power tours, once with my father, twice with Austin, once with the trusty goat right here. And this year, unfortunately, I took a new role at work and I'm managing a big project, and I just couldn't get away to go on power tour, which is a shame because I love it. It's one highlight of my year. I take a week off vacation every year to do it. And this year, they're actually at trails for the first time in a long time. So I figure since they're in town, I'll at least take the day off. I'll call in a sick day. Actually, I took a vacation day. And I'm going to head out there and join Power Tour because I've been missing it so much. Also, here, I'll show you. My neighbor went ahead and pulled his 69 Malibu out of storage because he's going to go do shenanigans tonight because Power Tour's in town and they're going to fill up everywhere. This is my first road trip since I put the new seat rails in the goat. I don't know if you can see it here, but the front seat actually goes back a lot further than the rear one. Still need to tighten it down a little bit. It moves around a little bit more than I'm used to. And I can't tell if that's the brackets flexing or if it's just, I didn't tighten it down as much as I should have. But yeah, I haven't put the steering wheel in yet. When you see the video, which will probably be after this one, I will be putting in, I'll show you how I put the seats in, plus the steering wheel in. And yeah, so it is hot today. But let's get the car started and let's get on the road. Man, it is hot in this car. But let's see if she starts. We got a full tank of gas, though. Come on.
That's real good. Ain't nobody wanna stop me.
Caught up to some power tour folks right here. 69 Mustang, Cobra. Yeah, looks like Chevelle 66, 67. Newer SN 197 Mustang. But yeah, let's get some drive-by shots.
1, 2, 3, 4. Let's get started. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3,
And yeah, we're only about like 20 minutes from the venue, so we'll see how it goes. Oh, looks like we got a breakdown, but luckily, oh shoot, that's Demetrius. Darn it! There's a truck in my blind spot. Oh well, D, I'm sorry I didn't stop. I saw you, I didn't stop. My bad. Hopefully you make it, fingers crossed. We're in the lineup. Here you go. Just to show you. Hey. Alright, we gotta shut her down. Otherwise I'm not getting home tonight. This is the W before. That's kind of tough. I don't know what I'm going to do about that. Hopefully I'm not doing any damage. The car's not running right now, but we made it. There we are. Well, I made it. Only one breakdown. Car's doing okay. It's very hot. It's extremely hot. But man, there are a lot of cars here. A lot of people. So let's go find people. So this is one of my favorites here because you don't ever see them. This is a sports sedan. This is a 66 or 67 Pontiac Tempest Le Mans sports sedan. What I mean by sports sedan is a four-door. That's usually what sedan means. But when you put these windows down, there is no pillar. This goes down with the back window. So this is an uninterrupted hardtop frame. The two doors were called sport coupes, what we call a hardtop. But this is sports sedan, and they're quite rare. This one is a 67. You can tell by the taillights. And it looks like it's a Tempest Custom, not a Le Mans, which is kind of interesting. But what a gorgeous restoration on a rare Pontiac. So, yeah, really pretty. Look at this green Cobra. I am a sucker for green cars, but I am a sucker for Cobras. And when you got both of them together, oh, it's so nice. Oh, look at that shifter, man. I know this is a kit. Everybody either loves or hates kits, but Nice old Oldsmobile. But yeah, back to this. Just look at how pretty it is. This is an exceptionally clean Camaro. I love the plate, green jewel. An Ohio plate too, but wow, what a gorgeous car. I wonder if he kept the, it's got the later 73, 74 taillights, as you can see by the car next to it. I wonder if he kept the same front end. I hope he did, because I love it. Oh, 6-speed. Oh, he did. Ain't that something? Well, it's nice to know that Power Tour is as busy as ever. And this is the first time that it's actually been at a home track. A couple years ago, 21, it did make Ohio stops, and that's how I was able to twist Austin's arm to come to it and do Power Tour with me, and that's how all this started, the YouTube channel, all of it. But they didn't come to Trails, and this is the first time at Trails. This is home track for me. This is hometown. Although I'm originally from New York, I am an Ohio transplant. I've been here long enough that Trails is home. Look at this GTO, by the way. At least I hope it's a GTO. Looks like one. 69 with the white roof. Normally you see a black vinyl roof or no vinyl roof, but that, unbelievable. Just gorgeous. But yeah, anyway, I'm glad I was actually able to make it out to my hometown for Power Tour, and there are just an exceptional amount of cars around here, and we're here early. Like, this is right before it opened, so or not right before it opened, we're around noon, and it's already packed. I'm sure all the swag is gone, but let's go see what we can grab. So this Fiero behind me belongs to a friend of mine, Sean, who's sitting in the car right now on the phone. I think I just overheard him say he went 12-2 as a pass on the drag strip, so good for him, man. But it's 3800 supercharged swap, L67 swap. Nice car. Looks like a barbecue. He painted it with barbecue paint. And I love his plates, 87 GT. So, yeah, cool car, Fieros. So, looks like Demetrius made it. Okay. It looks like you guys made it. So, they were broke down before we took the video of it, but they made it now. It was apparently a bad ground, and it killed the fuel pump. But, yeah.
It's Power Tour.
It is.
And keep going.
If you brake, you keep going, you fix it, keep going. If you block traffic, somebody pushes you out of the way, you keep going.
And they go around you.
Right.
Somebody will stop to get you going.
Right. You want to go wander around?
Definitely.
All right, let's go see some. So here's kind of a surprise car. This is a Panos Esperante with a supercharged 4.6 Ford. Kind of a beautiful car. I believe, despite the name, they are American cars. They're not foreign. They were developed in the U.S. But I don't know that much about them, so I could be wrong. I'm sure you guys will scream at me in the comments if I am. But it looks like he is a long hauler for many, many years. What's the earliest on this? 2013. So looks like a 11-year long hauler. That's great. But what a pretty car. And of course, next to a Ford GT. Demetrius just pointed this out to me. It looks like there's an impression on the top of the intake for where the Cobra will go, because these are Terminator Cobra motors. Check this out. They got their own little NASCAR rink right here. Oval, high bank. Well, the Midway is as crowded as ever, but it's actually kind of awesome. So, beautiful cars here. Some are familiar, like this rear engine LS powered. Wait, LS or Hemi? I can't remember. Either way, it's one of those 80s trucks. But some new stuff too. Stuff I haven't seen before. A really interesting kit car of Manx. Let's see, right over there. Tiny, but looks fun. Let me go grab some freebies here. Behind me is Project X. Started out as popular hot rodding project car, then was hot rods for a while. Very famous 57 Chevy, been worked on since 67, or been in magazines since 67. One of my favorite cars, I've always loved it. So one of the coolest cars behind me is this Curtis Roadster from the early 50s. They are quite rare. Also is a kit car Cobra Daytona, which is gorgeous. I think it's a Factory 5. Yeah, it's his Factory 5 on the windshield. Really beautiful.
And he's got on the shirt. Okay, what size are you? Just what? Extra large, exactly. We got an XL. It should be an XL. You're the best. Thank you, Maddie. Let me get you a Hot Rod Power Tour shirt, my friend. There you go. To go with your motor trim hat. You're welcome. Are you here?
So here is the lineup for the drags, which looks kind of amazing, although there looks like a lot of them. I don't know what you got to do to pass tech, but doesn't seem like much. Seems like they're just letting people run. I can't imagine anybody's that fast, but let's see. I know they got them signing waivers, but yeah, this is cool. So it looks like it's rung what you brung, anything goes today. So I'm gonna go see if I can get in these staging lanes to go run the car down the track. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? You know, Power Tour, you see anything, but I gotta say, fresh from Hazard County, them Duke boys. And it's a long haul veteran for many years. That's awesome. All right, this is amazing. Look at this.
But it's the radiator. They took it down this way. I had to drive all the way to Jackson.
Fantastic. All right, so I don't know if I'm being brave or stupid, but we're gonna go fling this thing down the track and see if she sticks. Since they're run whatever, no helmet, no muss, no fuss, no coconuts, why not? This may be my one chance this year to take this down the track and see how she's gonna do. The only thing I'm worried about is heat. This car gets hot. So I want to be able to launch it between 160 and 180 degrees temp, and it's at 165 right now, climbing to 170. And if I can, you know, keep it around there, then that's what's going to happen. Yeah, he's marking the window. Thank you very much. We are in. Okay. I am just gonna get, and we're at 190 right now. I'm gonna get up behind this surf van and we're gonna shut her down. And I'll raise the hood. So it's too hot to even be in the car in the staging lanes because, man, there's concrete everywhere and no shade. But yeah, we're here, we're in it. Let's hope the car goes for it. Try and keep it as cool as possible before the pass so that we get a good clean pass, no issues. And let's see how she does. I mean, she's an old raggedy car, but she ain't slow. I mean, no, she's probably slow. by modern car standards, it's very slow. But I don't know. I'm just shooting for magazine times at this point, which it ran faster than in the 90s, but then again, sat for 16 years. So, yeah. But a lot of cool cars in the staging lane, so we'll see how it goes. Look at this guy. He's got an awesome rig just walking down the staging lane aisles. But he's part of the crew. Man, he's getting good video. All right, we are position and hold here in the staging lanes. How awesome is that? That Mustang in front of us has license plates from Ontario, Canada. Look at that. How cool is that? I mean, Hot Rod Power Tour really is an international event, even if it's across the heartland of America. All right, here we go. Let's see if he gives us the all clear. He just walked back in front of us, so I'm hoping that's a good sign. And let's hope the car keeps running, by the way, because it did stall at that traffic light. I don't want it to stall in the staging lanes. Tom Petty was right. The waiting's the hardest part. I'm kind of excited. I haven't been down the track in ages. Let's see. Come on, this car's just getting hotter. Sitting out in the sun.
Real pink slip, right?
Huh?
Real pink slip, right?
Yeah, you want to go for pinks? Dude, my car's probably worth what's in your ashtray. Here we go. Thank you, sir. Going in the burnout box. Okay, do I do my burnout now? Now? Doing that again. Holy crap, I haven't done that in a while. Is this mine? All right. Where do I go to make another pass? Straight up? All right, thank you. All right, you dying to know? Me too. 15.2 at 92 miles an hour, and that's because I missed that first to second shift. Now, you're wondering how did I miss a shift? Well, I didn't miss a shift. The car bombed. Obviously, it's real hot out today, and it's just not getting good cooling. So, let's see how we do. I'm going to make another pass, but we're going to let this cool down a little bit more. Quite an awesome collection of cars in the staging lanes, though. A lot of new stuff, not a lot of old stuff going through. Although there was an old, there's an old Firebird over there with a tunnel ramp, and I think there's a 4-door Parisienne all the way toward the front, but I can't get a good view of them. But it's cool. Check it out, a Brick Nose Ford. I actually have one of those. I love it. It's a great truck. Oh, I wish I had mine here, but mine's broke down. Oh, and a Safari van, a 4x4 Astro van. How awesome. And nice Firebird. Alright, I think we're moving up. We're 4 from the top. So, and it's 4 o'clock. It ain't getting any cooler. Car's sitting at about 220, but I've been letting it cool down, so we'll see how it goes. But, yeah, let's hope for the best. So here's a fun thing. That's fuel dripping out here. But I didn't puncture a tank. What happened is I went to check the vent, the tank vent, while I was in the staging lanes, and I didn't put the cap back on. So I made an entire pass where the thing just filled up the bumper and the quarter panel with fuel. And now it's draining out the side of the quarter panel. So, fun. I'll let it dry out. I'm going to go drain something myself and then see if we can make one more pass. Look at this thing. It is low. I mean, look at how low this is. And yet, the blower and the bug catcher is 4 feet tall. Unreal. And this is on the ground, too. Look at this thing. Oh, gotta get inside shot. This is an unbelievable Impala. Just absolutely gorgeous. Not that this Chevelle is something to sneeze at either. It is fantastic. But this is 67 Impala. And then, yeah, let's look at this Chevelle for a second, because that's a lot of fuel injected blower right there. Look, they pinstriped the blower belt. Fantastic. Nice. Absolutely nice. Oh, look who it is.
What's up, man?
Only you. Thank you. Only you would wear a Jeg shirt to a Summit event.
You're in Jeg's hometown, baby.
That's true.
I've already been at Jeg's today, spent money at Jeg's today.
Right on.
Mailed a bunch of people out today with parts. So.
Nice.
So
how you doing, buddy?
Tired, a little bit sunburned. So good. We're gonna suck it eliminate. That's fine.
I am absolutely in love with this Camaro RS. I think it's a polo green 90 to 92. I think it's probably a 91 or a 90 because it doesn't seem to have the 25th anniversary badges. But it is a slick roof. It is a gorgeous color. And oh no, it does have the 25th, so it is a 92. Just an absolutely gorgeous car. When I was in high school, this was the car I lusted after. Because that was the last years of the Camaro. So, I just, unbelievably gorgeous car.
It can always be put back.
There you go.
Yeah. When you start, you have to put it in, all right? Good luck. Sure. Unless it's part of a game.
Oh, look at this. All the turbos. For those who complain that you don't see enough hot rods on Hot Rod Power Tour, this is a T-bucket. Well, I thought I'd steal Austin's truck, but I don't fit in this thing at all. It is a small cab, short cab S10. And I don't know that I can even work the pedals. For those that don't know, this is a GMC Cyclone, and Austin's family has owned it since brand new. His father bought it brand new. He remembers it. And this was his chance for him to bring it on Power Tour. But
also acting as the lower pivot point, or the pivot point for the lower control arm.
Steve, what happened today?
Well, the engine tried to fall out of the car.
Oh, that's not what you want.
Doesn't look like a can. There's no room.
You know, I seem to remember you were the last one to work on this.
I was not.
I have video of you
I
working
seem
on
to
this.
remember leaving when they were still working on it, and it was the electrical.
So it's because you left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
This is mechanic life, man. You were the last one to touch it.
I'm gonna put it to this. There's a junkyard dig sticker on this thing, right?
It
And they're still alive.
was the
Could've
most
died.
terrifying.
But did you
It was
die?
the most terrifying driving experience of my life. On dry pavement, it felt like I was on ice. I could not steer left or right, and it would randomly shoot me one lane or the next, and I was trying desperately to stay out of anybody's door, right? So what happened was the cross member that holds the engine and transmission in the car is bolted to the subframe with 2 bolts on that side and 2 bolts on this side. Yeah. And then that cross member also acts as the pivot point for the lower control arm, which is integral to this suspension set. This side of the cross member bolts back all the way out and let loose on the highway. And what would happen was when you would accelerate and the car would get up on power, it would move like this and it would pull the camber in this tire, and it would seem okay for a second, and then as soon as you let off the gas, the engine will lay over and it would jump the wheel out way far, camber it way out, and suddenly the weight would shift and it would pull you into the left lane like you were steering into somebody's door. It was I've had no more scared in my life driving a car. I'm like this the whole way. People behind me probably saw me snake heading back and forth.
But did you die?
I did not die.
So I'm guessing
Yet.
this might need an alignment.
They were.
No, the alignment is okay. All the steering components.
Good, give me
are
one from my car.
They bolted it back in.
We bolted it back up.
Yes,
we put lots
it came
of
unbolted,
bolts,
until
so
these two
we
fall out.
re-bolted it.
and we've
Yeah.
been fine.
Until
Okay.
these two fall out. Yeah.
We tightened those up.
Were they loose as well?
They were not loose,
But-
but they had lock
But you made
nuts
them
on
tighter because you were scared of it now.
Yes, I'm terrified. This thing, let me put a little bit of advice. If you're gonna make engine mounts, don't do what I did and use really hard polyurethane.
Rattles everything loose.
Everything, absolutely everything rattles loose. So
I
right
don't
after,
even get why people do it. Like, why would you just sacrifice comfort for everything to break?
the only reason I did it is because
Because
I couldn't find mounts for this. I couldn't find parts, so I made my own. But so right after that happened, we noticed an exhaust leak that got worse really fast. The 4 bolts that hold the turbo to the manifold all decided to back out. And of course, this thing was 1,000,000 degrees.
This thing's just shaking itself apart.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
it's fun.
every stop now, we check every bolt. We check the clutch fluid reservoir.
I'm gonna have to introduce you to the aviation form of safety wire. Just start
I want
putting bolts connected to bolts.
to do it so bad.
It's gonna be a nightmare, but it'll be done.
All right.
You can make it. You can
So
make
we
it
need to
quick
get
with-
this to the shop and get this on the rack tonight.
Well,
No, it doesn't align. It drives fine.
no,
now.
it drives fine now.
Yeah,
Now
do
that
you
the
want-
engine is bolted to the car, it drives fine.
I get it, but do you want to like check, double check, and triple check before you have a? How far is your drive home?
I don't know how many miles, but it is from Indy. It's like 6.5, 7 hours.
That's fine.
Car.
Well, it's what we're doing tomorrow. Again,
Yeah.
once you realign everything's fine.
So
we could do that. Or we could have a beer about it.
Well, it is bolted
It's-
in
you know,
the
we
car
should do-
fast
and do
with
nothing.
lock washers now.
Or you could have a beer about it and realign it.
It's just shaking.
2 for
itself
1.
apart,
Oh, that's not so you have to realign it a second time the next day. This is gonna be wrong.
but
Yeah.
it's good. Like it made the rest of the trip here on whatever highway that's 71. It made that no problem. Once we tightened this all back up, it drove just like it has the last 4 days. Okay. But
So
it
now
was-
you need to stern signal.
it'd be a luxury item, yeah.
You got hands.
I feel like we'll say I have them, and if I get pulled over, I'll say I bought the switch.
Or hear me out. We'll get you a BMW.
then it's
And
fine.
then you don't need to.
Right, I like it. I'll be like, the cars I drive don't have these. I don't know what you're talking
Bro.
about. What is a turn signal?
Right.
Turn signal.
No, that's not right.
Right.
Yes.
I will signal by
I think-
turning into that lane.
I think a BMW hat fixes all of this.
No, right. It's pretty much fine.
No, you got to rebadge the car too.
No,
BMW
but just say
badges.
my other car is a BMW.
Ah.
Yeah, I have an M3.
I mean, there is a Ford
Bro.
performance sticker on the back of here because we were pulled over for lunch and we just happened to run into a rep for Ford Performance in the parking lot. He's driving some jacked up new Bronco and he's looking at the cars and he's like, oh my God, these things look so cool. What are you guys doing? You know, like hot rod power tour, man. And it has been a trip so far. Kind of told him a little bit of the story. And anyway, he's like, I got Ford Performance stickers. I'm a rep. I'm like, there are no Ford parts on this car yet, but there will be a 9-inch.
You have to give you a Ford 9-inch eventually in it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Like every other car?
Hey, it's an easy, bulletproof rear end build, right? And
It's the answer to everything.
Quick will frickin' shorten it and put it in anything, right? All they need is dimensions.
Yep.
What's
How
the
long would you like the
dimension
tube and the axles? Great.
Yeah.
Done.
Right. Yeah. Do you want a jack pad? Do you want a fill plug, a drain plug? Do you want a billet center section? Like, no, none of that. I want the cheapest 9-inch I can get. Because
And I want it to be
engine-
this wide. Yeah, my car is this wide.
If you have anything in the scratch and dent section, give me that.
Right. I basically need the diff with like little bitty stubs. And
Exactly.
It's perfect.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's painted purple. I don't care if it's a discount. I don't care.
Right, yeah, you can put these all over it. I don't give a shit. As long as it goes in this car, it doesn't explode, I'll be really happy about it.
Yeah.
But,
Well-
so, funny thing though, I think it was yesterday or the day before, that I was like, man, these poly mounts, they are really wearing in. You know, I was really unhappy with them at first because it was rattling like crazy. I'm like, this is kind of smoothing out, it's pretty nice. Because half the fucking engine was almost disconnected.
Because it was,
yeah, it
it's
wasn't
no longer rigidly mounted
it
anymore.
wasn't transmitting the vibration.
The suspension is loose bolts.
Yeah.
So
This is way nicer. If you just leave every bolt like 2 threads out, it's so much less vibratory.
I couldn't fucking believe it that I thought they were wearing in, and I bolt them back tight. And like, oh no,
Nope.
they're not.
Still
They're
terrible.
just as stiff as they were.
Yeah.
Bad idea. Whatever. I learned my lesson. I mean, I made these motor mounts because I had to.
Yeah.
The cross member I had was the original mounts were gone, and I didn't feel like paying this company $300 for some fancy billet shit, and that company for $400 just to use one part of each.
Yeah.
I said, no, I'm not doing it. I'll just make my own, and I regret it. I should have used OE stuff, I think. Made my own plates to build the OE stuff together. Might have worked really well.
Get the judge. Here come the grudge. I love it. Oh, I have one of those Hearst emblems. Boy, this is cool. 455 and a hood tack and judge stripes. Alright, I'm not a gasser guy, but I love this so hard. 8 lug wheels, straight axle, tunnel line. Oh no, lower supercharger. Big tires. Buffalo, New York, 66 GTO. Oh, and it's got a CB and the radio. I love it so much. I can't stand it. It's so great. And it's in slightly better shape than my car, but only slightly. I wonder if this is a real deal gas or if it's just in a beat up GTO somebody lettered up. But it is cool either way. God, I love it so much. Just because I had to. I had to get a picture of the two side by side. I mean, how could you not, right? Oh, so pretty. All right, so we're just cruising around here. Gonna go find Austin where he parked the truck, hang out with some of the YouTubers, and see how it goes. You know? Oh, they're running El Camino on the dyno. El Camino or Malibu? Malibu. Oh, that's cool. what is that again?
Mom Pop Twisted Tea in a bag.
Wow. You are the party hero today.
You heard of boxed wine, why not boxed tea?
You know what? I'm in for it.
I just gotta figure out how to open it.
Oh, well, isn't it the thing down there? Wait, they sell it like that, or you filled that?
No, if they sell it like that.
What won't they think of next? Although I have to tell you, this is like all sorts of sketchy high school for me, because we're basically drinking out of the back of an MR2. And I am of the generation where my high school friends owned them.
Yeah, my
A
high
lot of
school
them.
generation had Cavaliers and garbage.
Oh yeah.
Tip that up so it hopefully doesn't leak.
Right on. I'm gonna go get my thing in a second. But cheers.
Brought to you by Hidden Valley Ranch.
Oh my god. That is the most Ohio thing I've ever seen in my life. That is. I'm sorry, I can't. All right, hit me with that rhythm stick.
Let's do it outside the car.
Oh yes, that's right. I don't want to fill your trunk well with hard tea.
Say it.
Soon. When? That'll do it. Right on. MR2 bar. Oh, that should be your vanity plate. Mobile bar.
Authentic.
Oh my god, you got an old Michigan blue plate from 93. I have not seen one of those since 1993.
Someone from Ohio asked me the other day if my plates were expired since '93. I was 3.
Well, thus ends another power tour. They're going to Indianapolis tomorrow. I unfortunately cannot go. Gotta go back to work, and I gotta take my daughter to camp. So I did not get to do long haul this year, which is unfortunate because I love it. But fear not, this is not the end of the video, even though it's the end of day 4 of Power Tour, because we're going to an after party at my friend's house. So Scott is good. Well, he's a good friend of mine, and he's kind of got me involved in Power Tour, and just a good all-around dude. So let's go to his house for some burgers and stuff. Hopefully the goat starts. Fuck. Is it recording?
Yep.
Oh, don't just spray at it. Turn the key.
This smells lovely.
Doesn't it?
Oh, yes.
Oh, this isn't even. It's starting fluid. This isn't even brake clean.
No, it's starting. Oh, come on, man. Only the best.
I'm downwind.
You're the best. All right. Nothing.
Yeah, it's Carrie singing, folks.
Okay.
That just happened. You know how much I'm excited about replacing another Pontiac fuel pump?
Ready?
Yeah.
Got it.
Piece of cake. Get 2.5 pounds of fuel pressure.
That's less than normal.
Yeah, you got about 2.5 pounds of fuel pressure.
That's no less than it normally has. So, what is it when I rev it up?
3.
That's it? It should be like 5. That's not a lot, is it? Come on, Austin, you're the Pontiac guru.
Here's
I know
Breakdown
nothing.
is the best weekend to do it.
That is true. I don't think I'm going to break down though. I'm going to at least make it home, but
Not fuck diaphragm blows up
diaphragm.
on your fuel pump.
Oh,
There's your starter.
rock on.
Oh, Carrie.
Please tell me you got all that.
Oh, I haven't stopped recording.
So we've left trails and now headed out to my friend Scott's house for barbecue, beers, burgers, and dogs, and all sorts of shenanigans. Bench racing, more things that start with B. So, yeah, it's going to be a good way to end Power Tour. So this is quite the lineup here. I'm not exactly sure where to park. I don't know. I think I will put it back it in this way. Certainly a lot of mopars here in Florida. Well, kind of everything, really. Oldsmobile, Cuda, GTX, Charger. All right, let's go. Here's Demetrius's Oldsmobile that was broken down before, but he made it. Scott's Torino, nice Camaro and El Camino, Saline Mustang, just some good stuff all around. Look at this. Who doesn't love a lifted Crown Vic?
Yeah, it's fine.
Well, that's it for tonight. Good food, good friends, good times with everybody, and a great Power Tour day. Heartbroken that I couldn't make all 5 days, but sometimes it's the way it's got to go. You know, sometimes life gets in the way. It's good. It's great seeing everybody. I finally got to make some passes on the car. They were terrible. It seems I have a fuel pump that's going bad. I'm pushing about 2.5 psi at idle and 3.5 at RPM, which is about half of what it should be, which is why the float bowl is not keeping up and the car's falling on its face as it was going down the track. So we figured that out. Now I got to worry about it making it home, even though I only live 30 minutes from here. So yeah, should make it home, should be fine. It's a mechanical pump. As long as the diaphragm holds out, we should be good. But yeah, great seeing everyone, and I'll see you next year on Power Tour.